Oh my gosh. So, oh my goodness. I just want to have story time because reflecting back on like women that I have came encountered with, I'm just like, now I see why I always stayed to myself, and when I just stayed to myself, I was at peace. Like, so we're gonna have story time, and I don't care who wants to say whatever they want to say about me. You ain't gotta be on my page, but it is what it is. I'm reminiscing now about females that I have came across that have done me dirty. Okay, so I remember I was friends with Latoya from Destiny's Child. And she had invited me to her house. Now, this is like 15, so long ago. Why am I even bringing it up? Because it has me thinking about just females. So anyway, I was friends with Latoya, and she had invited me out to Houston. She invited me out to All Star. And, hey everybody. She invited me out to All Star. And so she invited me to Texas. I paid for my own flight. And she wanted me to hang out with her during All Star. But really, she was attracted to my beauty because she had a store. She had a store in Houston, Texas. I don't know who remembers her store with her mama. But she invited me to hang out with her. But really, she wanted to use me to do a photo shoot for her store. So I fly out to Houston. At this time, she was dating the rapper. I forgot his name, but she was dating that rapper from Texas. Can't think of his name right now, but anyhow, cool dude or whatever. So go to Texas. I end up doing her entire photo shoot, right? End up doing her entire photo shoot for her. She wore the fuck out of me. Like, I mean, I changed in so many outfits. So I'm doing her photo shoot for her and everything. And then after the photo shoot, she wanted to go to a basketball game. And my thing back in the day is I just used to wear like jeans and a white tank top, right? That used to be like the thing back in the day. Just put on a white tank top, silk press. Bitches was just haters. So anyway, I end up wearing the tank top and the jeans to the basketball event that night. And she ends up wearing the same thing or something like that. All of a sudden now she wants to wear tank top and jeans. Okay, fine. So long story short, I remember her boyfriend saying that he liked my shoes. I had some Chanel shoes that I got from Jamaica, some vintage Chanel shoes I got from Jamaica. And she had said that she liked them. I was like, why did her man say he liked my shoes? But long story short, she ended up sending me some free clothes, and I wanted to see the pictures that I had took. I never saw the pictures. Now, she used these pictures that I did for her website back in the day, but for someone who did her entire shoot for her, I just wanted to see my pictures. She would not let me see my pictures because she was afraid that I was going to use them for my website. And that just shows you how women be in so competition with you. Like, they want to use you for your likeness, use you for your beauty. I remember sending her a letter from my lawyer demanding that I see the pictures because I didn't want free clothing. I wanted my pictures. But it just, this last incident with Teresa just reminded me of how evil women can be. Latoya is part of, she was part of Destiny's Child. I remember she was so jealous of Beyonce. All she talked about was Beyonce. Like, I used to be like, girl, Beyonce ain't thinking about you. You need to live your life. Like, all she did was talk about Beyonce. Beyonce this, Beyonce that. And I remember just trying to always encourage her And, just tell her, like, do your own thing. Like, Beyonce ain't thinking about you. But I remember going to her house. Her mom had asked me to sing because they wanted to hear if I could sing. Like, just jealous, like comparing me to her, basically. Went through that with Latoya from Destiny's Child. Like, you wouldn't think that she would be like that, but these women be insecure. Went through that with her. I have an incident that I went through with a neighbor of mine who is in a very popular girls group. But I'm not even gonna say nothing about her because me and her is when we see each other, it's all love. But she had came out with a spice line, which is fine. But she did not tell me. She had a party and she told me to keep my son at home. She didn't say, bring Zeno, let's let him walk the carpet. She didn't say that, knowing, this was somebody that I used to work out with every day, literally was in each other's faces every day. She's my neighbor. She's still my neighbor now. She's actually still my neighbor now. And we're cool, even though that was shady, but it ain't even worth me to blast her. I actually love her. She's my neighbor. When we see each other, it's all love. But women be shady. And they be shady against your kids. And it's just the little things that it's like a person could have so much. A female could have so much and can look at you and be so like in competition with you. I'll sit there and run my mouth and tell my business and be like, yeah, girl, whoop-de-whoop-de-woo, especially if you're somebody that I hang out, that's in my face every day. We talking every day, in my face every day. And then come to find out you in competition with me. It's the craziest thing ever. Honestly. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the craziest thing ever. These is women who be married. I'm a single mom. And they be so, like, in competition. It blows my mind. So, let me see. That would be... I went through that with Latoya. I went through that with Teresa. I went through that with my neighbor, which I'm not going to put on blast. I already told her how she is, we're still friends, whatever, associates, whatever. That's 3. You know what I'm saying? Okay, then the fourth one, I was reminiscing. My cousin, who I'm not even going to say her name, but she's another one. My cousin, she might be listening, I don't know, but she was my manager. Okay, listen to this one. She was my manager who was managing me, and then used my contacts for her show that she actually has now that's on Fox Soul. She wanted to film me as a talent, but she wants all the credit as a producer and all of these things because, she did spend her money. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the contact came through me. You was my manager. And now all of a sudden you're a reality star. You know what I'm saying? People was telling me like, yo, she's basically destiny swapping with you. Like, is she your manager or is she a reality star? Like, what is she? So, hey, I let people be what they are. But at the end of the day, if she was my manager and I gave her a contact that was supposed to be for me and she used it for her and then going to say certain things like, oh, well, they didn't want to work with you and this and that. A manager's supposed to put you in position, to elevate. So even though she got her show, I'm supposed to be a part of that as a producer or an interviewer. You know what I'm saying? Now she got her show on Fox Soul, which Fox Soul ain't doing a whole bunch of things. But, at the end of the day, I don't even, people be so pressed. People be so pressed and be wanting to do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had if I would have given her the contact and would have said, given her a contract and would have given her a NDA, I think it's called, where you're supposed to not take contacts and make your own thing and all this stuff. I mean, it's a dangerous world out here. I just never been like that pressed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always been around the industry, even before I was a so-and-so celebrity. Like, I've been around it. I've been around, the lifestyle. I just never was pressed, I guess because I've always been around it. But this really, like, this last thing with Teresa, it took me out. You know what I'm saying? Thank God I still have, I still have, thank God. Because she wouldn't give a fuck if I didn't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? But women are weird. And I just want to say that. You know what I'm saying? This is like the fourth, I can actually say this is the fourth time that I've been around women who want to be like just in competition with you. And just like really want to be what you are. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. It's so crazy. It's crazy. Thank you for listening, guys. Thank you for listening. But yeah, it's crazy. Mwah. Yeah, I mentioned how Letoya Luckett had me do an entire photo shoot for her and wouldn't even show me the pictures. That's how jealous she was. Tried to send me free clothing and I wouldn't take it. I just wanted to see my pictures. I just wanted to, be able to use my pictures that I was tricked into doing a free photo shoot for, and didn't get paid or anything. But that's what those girls do. They want to they want to use you. You know, this was before she had gotten married. She had asked me to introduce her to Fabulous. I remember she had a crush on Fabulous. My boyfriend at the time was friends with him, and she wanted to meet him and wanted to talk to him and all of these things. And she even accused me. This is another thing. She accused me of trying to date the guy from Jagged Edge. She tried to say that I tried talking to him when really he tried talking to me. He tried talking to me, and I remember I was in Houston, and she didn't even want to drive me to the airport. She's mad at me because he told her that I tried talking to him. I never even met that man in my life. That the man went back to her and told her that I tried talking to him. This girl was mad at me because her dude tried talking to me. Like, what? Like, crazy. Like it's just so unreal how women is so mean to other women, especially when they feel like they can't get nothing from you. You know what I'm saying? You got your group of women that stick together, especially in Atlanta. They got the cliques or whatever, right? Okay, fine. Y'all a clique. But it's like if they can't get some kind of clout off of you, you know what I'm saying? I'm a New York chick. You know what I'm saying? I roll with the same people that I went to school with. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fake to be hanging out with somebody just to be hanging out with somebody. You know what I'm saying? So, that happened a long time ago. She probably gonna be like, ow, she talking. But, just dealing with women, it just brought back memories. I remember crying. I cried myself to sleep when that happened because I felt like she had used me. Like she had me do her entire store photo shoot and would not even let me see the pictures that I took. I went out there to hang out with her, paid for my own flight. I went out there to hang out with her, I get out there and she used me for her whole entire photo shoot. Wouldn't even let me see my pictures. I'm going with her to go get her hair done. She's talking about Beyonce. I'm going with her to, run her errands in Houston and all this stuff and everything. And she was getting mad. She was getting mad because her man was paying for me to get in the club with her. Like, how are you going to get mad at me because your man is paying for me to get in the club with you? Like, just make it make sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even sell a bunch of records. I ain't sell a bunch of records like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't, I still have been able to make a good living for myself. You know what I'm saying? Still. Had bitches rob me for 2 mansions, still in a whole nother mansion. You know what I'm saying? That's 3 mansions. Like, you don't even understand how God has blessed me. I can't be jealous of nobody. You know what I'm saying? I ain't sell out a whole bunch of fucking albums like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ghetto Love did good, but it ain't go platinum and all. You know what I'm saying? And God still blessed me with the life that he gave me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, thank God. You know what I'm saying? I took my advance when I got signed to Def Jam and went on a whole nother route. You know what I'm saying? But it's just crazy. It's just really, really crazy. So it's all good. It's all good. Thank you for listening, guys.
Althea also said this: imagine someone using you for a photo shoot and you never got to see the pictures. Cried for months. I was heartbroken. At Letoya, she freaking added her. She said 100 heart emoji at Letoya Luckett. You think I can see them now? It's the principle. You used me for a shoot I never got to see for your store. You got a daughter now. Imagine someone doing that to her. Hashtag mean girls with a shrugging emoji. Secret password to let me know you made it until the end of the video is, if you think that it's okay for Althea to tell the story, she's just telling her truth or whatever, then say truth. If you think it's fair game. Now, if you think that what she did was wrong and she needs to chill, that was a long time ago, get over it. It's not like Latoya physically harmed you or anything. So chill out. If you think she's being messy, say messy. That'll let me know whether or not you're for or against this. Now, if you don't know what to say, or if you're unsure, say I don't know. If you don't care, say I don't care. But if you don't care, why are you here? If you say I don't care, I'm going to cuss you out in the comment section, because you shouldn't be here if you don't care and you're a heifer. Now, speaking of heifers, Althea, been my crush for years. Me and Benzino, listen, Benzino blocked me on Twitter. That's what it was back then, which is now called X. I don't know if it was 7 or 8 years. It was a while back. Might have been 6 years, probably between 6 years to 10 years ago. I would have to find the old video to figure out what year it was. But anyways, he blocked me on X because I was making videos defending Althea, because that's my girl. And I loved her ever since I saw her in that G-Dep video when G-Dep said, red bone pretty, put it in a video or something like that. And, you know, I was like, this girl is beautiful. So I was a fan of her since then. She's been my titi. That's her nickname. But I was always a fan of hers. So I was defending her when she was going to do some things with Benzino at one point. And he was pretty much like, F you, dude, in so many words. And he ended up blocking me and everything. I mean, he was really flipping out. I'm just some guy on the internet. You know what I mean? So I couldn't imagine dealing with him in person. You know, no offense. But anyway, this is all my opinion. Shout out to my girl, Althea. Hopefully they'll get things together. But the way Benzino be throwing her under the bus, y'all, and the interviews with Tasha K and everything, I know that Althea just wants to move on. She does not want to deal with dude. And it looks like, I'm not perfectly sure, but I think he may have custody of their son together. And I think that that's pretty much what this is all about as far as her beef with Benzino. But this stuff with Letoya Luckett, I got to get back on track here. This video is about her beef with Letoya Luckett from Destiny's Child. Yes, said the heifer was jealous of Beyonce, my Jesus. Look, y'all, make sure y'all click the thumbs up button. It's free. Click the hype button. It's free. Subscribe and choose all notifications. And that way you'll know when the drama comes out. This is just crazy, y'all. I never thought that 2026 would be this crazy. World War III, Althea and Benzino beefing, Althea versus Letoya Luckett. Let me see. Donald Trump versus Iran. Just everything. 2026 is crazy, y'all. You know what that means, right? A big celebrity has to die. I know it sucks, but it's March 8th. Of 2026, we will not make it through this month without a big celebrity dying. If not, it'll be next month, because there's just too much going on. So something has to happen. So RIP Britney Spears, just in case. No, I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, make sure y'all click thumbs up, subscribe, and choose all notifications. The hype button is free. If you want to send me a donation, send me some money, or you can become a channel member. You can send me money every month. You know, you can sponsor me like a little hungry child, like one of those advertisers back in the day. Okay. If I get enough dollars, I can ask Althea on an Applebee's date on me. Now, she's going to have to leave the tip, but still, I will at least pay for the meal. You dig? Because I'm a gentleman. All right, y'all.